Time to get the meeting started. Looks like we got wonderful representation where we should feel safe here tonight. Loaded for bear, it looks like. I call this meeting to order at this time to proceed with actions, the actions taken in the meeting Monday evening. If the meeting was legal Monday evening, we wouldn't be having this meeting tonight. I don't think, that's my opinion. Maybe wouldn't hear otherwise. But we'll see what goes on here tonight. I have no problem with Jim Stutz being commissioner if he's elected. And the reason that I am for an election is because the citizens of Sweetwater, I've had many calls, I don't know if anybody else has had calls or not, wanting an election. It's a long-term term, almost 3 years. The city of Sweetwater citizens would like to elect their commissioner. That's why I am adamantly for a city election, not a person appointed by 2 votes. I have talked to numerous people. MTAS representation, parliamentarian, that says we have to go by the Robert's Rule of Order. I have talked to an MTAS attorney who referred me back to the Robert's Rule of Order, stating, has this ever happened before in the city of Sweetwater? Yes. What was the outcome? No meeting. This happened about 15 years ago. Jim was mayor at the time. And he said usually that takes protocol of what goes on after maybe something like that happens. It takes protocol down the road. That was his opinion. I have had 1 judge and 2 attorneys to look over our charter, and each one stated that we did not have a vote for Monday night's meeting. When Buster came over and took this chair, that left 2 commissioners to vote on an appointment to the commission. The charter of the city of Sweetwater says it takes 3 votes. So I'm not so sure that I will even take a vote tonight. I don't think this is a valid meeting. I don't think Monday night was a valid meeting. It shouldn't have happened, and all business that occurred Monday night is null and void, every bit of it, because there was not a forum to vote. There was 2. Having said that now, I'll turn it over to John.
Meeting Monday night had 3 commissioners present at the roll call. And the charter of the city of Sweetwater provides that 3 commissioners make a quorum. The mere fact that the vice mayor could only vote to break a tie, which we did not have, did not change the fact that he was commissioner and president, and a quorum existed. Since then, we have talked with Melissa Ashburn of MTAS, who, having reviewed the charter, agreed that there was a quorum, but who also agreed that she thought it was an excellent idea to have this called meeting as a matter of belt and suspenders, so that there would be no question that there was a quorum, which there certainly is here, as the roll call will show here when we have it here in a minute, to take that same action or not. This evening, all of the commissioners and the mayor are here. And the only issue or matter on the agenda tonight is whether or not to confirm the appointment that was made on Monday. Now, the public expects that each and every one of these commissioners will exercise their own opinion, come to their own conclusion about whether or not Mr. Stutz should be appointed as the commissioner. The fact that some of the members have already voted, some of the members may have already made up their mind, one way or the other, doesn't prevent the body as a whole from taking a vote and in whichever one, considering the issue. Now, Monday, several of the factors that were discussed at the meeting in favor of the appointment was that Mr. Stutz has been mayor, he's been police commissioner, he's been vice mayor, he's worked in the DA's office, he's had a close relationship with the police department, having been the police commissioner throughout the years and also with the DA's office. His appointment was supported here Monday evening by police chief and all of the senior officers of the department. It's been supported by other public safety employees. Now, no commissioner here tonight need feel bound by whatever you voted before, by whatever you may have thought before this meeting. Nor should you feel any compulsion to change your mind if your mind is settled that what happened Monday night was what you wanted to happen. But each of you tonight should give new and substantial reconsideration to whatever you may have thought before you came in, what you may have voted Monday night when you were here. Because what we're doing here tonight is voting whether or not to confirm. And having given that matter new and substantial reconsideration based on what you've heard here tonight, what may come up in the discussion once the motion's on the floor, and vote whatever you feel is right for the resolution of this issue. That having been said, I think we're probably ready for the
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
You adhere to the fact that we have our charter based on the Robert's Rules of Order, right? I mean,
The
charter itself says the Robert's Rules of Order are to apply, where it don't interfere with the actual charter.
where it's not different than the actual charter. What I don't understand as parliamentarian for the body is what exactly is it in Robert's Rules of Order that conflicts with the charter?
You have got to have, for a motion to pass, you've got to have 3 votes. When Buster,
Where does it say that in Robert's Rules of Order?
well, look
You
under
have to
4.
have a majority.
Look it up. A majority is 3.
A majority of those,
A majority is 3 of this board, right?
Majority of the quorum.
A majority of those present and voted. Once you have a quorum,
3.
once you have a quorum, then it's majority of those present and voted.
Okay.
And
All right.
2 out of 3 is a majority.
Monday night, when Buster came over and took this chair, that put you out of a quorum because you had Richard, you had Alan and Sam. You have two votes. Buster couldn't vote. You had two votes.
You're right, we had two votes and it was.
Robert's Rules of Order says
unanimous
you've got
decision.
to have 3 votes.
No.
The charter says you've got to, yes, it does. Five is a quorum. You've got to have 3.
Tell me chapter and verse where Robert Rules of Order says.
I can look it up for you.
Right now, I call for the order of the day. And a call for the order of the day means we go back to the agenda at hand right now.
Well,
And that makes a roll call, right? We have to
I
call a
am
roll.
not sure that I'm gonna call for a vote because I'm not gonna go against the charter of Sweetwater.
You gotta follow the agenda that we have in place. That's a requirement.
This is, the meeting Monday night was invalid. We didn't have a quorum of 3 votes to pass.
Based on the state, Mayor, we did everything appropriate.
Well, you didn't have 3 votes.
So based on tonight, based on the agenda, based on this call meeting, we must follow this agenda.
Well, you might ask the question why I don't like this. Jessica told me she had 3 votes. Her and Eddie got together.
That's hearsay.
Well,
Point of information, that is a lie for the record.
No, it's not. No, she said, I've got Buster, I've got Alan, and I've got Sam
Mayor,
to vote for Jim Stutz.
there's been a call for the order of the day. So there's a call for the order of the day. We have to follow the agenda.
Even though it's invalid.
And the agenda says that we have a roll call, not a roll vote. We don't have anything on the floor yet. So we need to call a roll. Before we need to call a roll. And then we'll.
Well, I just got one other
Commissioner
thing to say.
Commissioner
Wait just a
Mosier,
moment.
Here.
Commissioner Richardson,
Here.
Commissioner West, Commissioner Stutz.
Here.
Has Commissioner Stutz been sworn in?
Yes.
He has been, but whether he has or not, he's here. All we're doing is calling a roll. He's here, so we answer.
This can be challenged legal by citizens, or one or a group of citizens can challenge this because of the meeting Monday night was not valid. So having said that, I guess we'll bring it up to confirm.
Question, are we wait on the discussion of the appointment, or does the commissioner have the authority, after the roll call vote, to express his opinion on what's been said by the mayor?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Once the
I'd say
motion's
so.
made and, once the motion's made and seconded, there will be discussion in the normal
So I
course.
need to wait.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
So I made a statement that I thought I understood the mayor to say that she's ready for a motion if there is one.
Well, I'm sure there will be. Hear one?
Yeah, I move for the appointment, to confirm the appointment of Jim Stutz to fill the vacancy left by the death of Commissioner Billy Wayne Stockton as City Commissioner, Police Commissioner, and Board Member of the Sweetwater Utility.
Second the motion.
Now discussion. Buster, you have something to say?
Now then, you make some statements going on about how strongly you felt that y'all have election. We ought to spend $6,000, $7,000, out of the city's treasurer to have an election, because you felt like that's all it mattered.
Do what?
You felt like that that's what we ought to do, city election.
That's right.
So you've changed your mind considerably since Commissioner Hughes was appointed.
Well, that's a little bit different.
Well, I asked you a question,
No.
yes or no?
Well, Commissioner Julia Walton talked to all of us about wanting Lamar Hughes to go in his place. He probably knew as much about the park and rec as Julian did. And we discussed this, and we vetted and talked to him and see if he's on the same page with us. And we kind of felt like he's the person for the job. Now, in the meeting that we had, Sam came up and said, we need to talk to Jim, or whoever we pick. We need to vet it. We need to know if he's on the same page. We've come a long way, and we don't want anything to interfere. Am I right, Sam? You said that in the meeting in there.
I did, and I have talked with Jim.
But I thought we was gonna talk to him as a group, you know, and say, Jim,
We didn't talk to Lamar before we appointed him.
yes, we did.
As a group.
Yes, we did.
No.
We got right at Lamar, did we not?
Lamar wasn't even there.
Right in
We
office.
talked about it. He hadn't been
Right in
appointed.
office.
He hadn't been appointed. The only point I'm trying to make, that's, the holdup on this thing. Now, when we start talking about this transparency, a lot of people, including myself, get that word mixed up sometimes. In the old-fashioned way, find out about it, and somebody say, what's going on? What it matters that this man here, when you talk about how much experience, as far as Lamar was concerned, which I have no problem voting for him, I have no problem. But when you talk about how much experience Lamar had, has been taking Julian's place, and then turn right around, and here's a man that's been police commissioner, and, but you wanna have a vote.
No,
That's what you said.
no, it ain't. No, it ain't.
You
No, it
like
ain't.
the citizens started this time.
I said it was a different thing. I said it was a different thing between Lamar and Jim.
Where's the
And I'm
difference?
sure Jim's qualified.
What's the difference?
It's just the difference is that people have called me and they want an election.
You're gonna do that. I'd say you get a lot of dogs down there. Hey, can you get that old man off there? Well, you gonna get the old man off there. But as long as I sit here, I'm gonna have my peace. And if you change your mind, that's up to you. I'm not changing my mind.
Well, I'm not asking you to change your mind. As I said earlier, Jessica made a statement to me in her office. She had you, Alan, and Sam already committed to vote for Jim Stutz, and that's the
Point
reason
of
why.
information, that is a lie.
It's not a lie. Not a lie. You know
I
that.
have witnesses every time I speak to you.
Oh, God.
Mayor, I think,
Let's vote.
I still have discussion. If that's okay. First of all, I'd like to know the legality of this meeting. Is this
It's not
meeting legal?
legal.
So what we're gonna do tonight is binding because proper notice was given. We have an agenda as it's voted on. This should be final say legally. I'm not talking to you, I'm more talking.
More than 48 hours notice that's been given to the public of this meeting, and the commissioners that were not here, the commissioner and mayor that were not here last time, were given notice Monday, so it's significant, it's more than 48 hours. And this is a lawfully called special meeting. Notice of the special meeting has to include the agenda item, not specifically, but a general discussion, so the public has the opportunity to appear, not necessarily to participate, but to appear in the meeting, and hear the discussion. All that has been done, so this is a lawful meeting.
And let me, one more question, just to clarify for myself. The charter states that the commission, the board of commissioners appoints upon the vacancy of a commissioner's seat.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So,
With the
that's
appropriate
where
votes.
I'm comfortable with that, because it seems to me like the people that have brought this city to the point it's at now, if they had a thought that it needed to go to an election when that happened, that would have been changed long ago in the past. It's worked up to this point, and I'm gonna trust our city charter.
The charter was passed by referendum by the voters of the
Correct.
Sweet.
So,
But,
In that way, it's been put to a vote.
but the charter says that Robert's Rule of Order, you've got to have three votes.
which we have tonight, this is a
This
legal
is
meeting.
Monday night. Monday night's meeting has.
This
was
meeting,
invalid, so
this meeting was
really
called,
is invalid.
this meeting was called by two commissioners, which I
But it's
also
invalid.
believe
Because
is
Monday
in the
night's
charter.
meeting was invalid.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does.
This meeting is valid, so I'm finished with my discussion.
Monday night's meeting was invalid because you had two voting commissioners, should have had three, and this meeting is based upon the meeting of Monday night. So this meeting really is invalid too. Let's vote. Got a motion and a second.
Before we vote, just so all cards are on the table, I'm extremely offended by your statement that I can't think for myself.
I'm going on what she told me.
I'm just telling you right here in front of God and everybody. I don't appreciate that.
Well,
Number two, I have also talked to multiple people. I've talked to multiple officers, and I am thrilled that a man like Jim Studs and his background and his knowledge, his time as a DA will be lended to our officers in support. I don't know of anyone else that better fits this position. That's why I'm voting for Jim Studs, not because someone asked me to. It's
Well,
based
I'm sure
on
him
based on
politically.
me sitting in this chair, based on me sitting in this chair, standing up for what I believe, showing up and doing my job the way it needs to be done. That's why I'm voting for this man tonight. And that's my statement. I'm one vote, and I'm gonna take that vote, and I'm gonna do my job.
all right. Anybody else got anything to say?
Amen.
I got one thing I need to say. When Julian passed away and I took his chair, I made a commitment to myself to do what I thought was best for people Sweetwater. Try to work with the people on the board at that time. I've always done that. I've always felt like in my heart that what I did was right. I don't know Jim Studs that well, know Ollie. I've got some phone calls myself about it. And it's been a real hard decision for me to make. And I've come real close to resigning my position on this board. And for that reason, I'm going ahead and go with the majority vote tonight. Jim Studs gets in, that's fine, but I'm tired of fighting.
Anybody else? Jim, you got anything you want to say?
Sure.
Okay. I will reiterate, if the meeting was proper on Monday night, we wouldn't have this meeting tonight. This will be challenged by citizens and probably be having a hearing on it. If you get a chance to look at the charter, see what the charter says, and from there, I'm going to ask for a vote. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Hughes,
Aye.
Commissioner Mosher,
Aye.
Commissioner Richardson,
Aye.
Commissioner West, Commissioner Studs.
Motion carries. So, having said that, Jim, I'll work with you. You know, I did what I think the citizens wanted. I hope there's no hard feelings, but we'll work together best we can. I just hope that we can continue to progress like we have been and get back on what's good for Sweetwater. So having said that, we are adjourned.